Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Oasis had just announced new details of their world tour, and the opening night was to be in Tokyo. It was the year 2000 and the band were unveiling their eagerly anticipated Standing on the Shoulder of Giants set in Asia after a hiatus following an insane period when they became Britain's biggest band. As our channel's then showbiz editor, I hastily arranged a meeting with my boss and explained that I thought we should cover it. He asked whether the band were paying for the trip and if I had arranged an interview. I told him that it didn't really work like that with Oasis. You just had to put yourself in the right place at the right time and something would usually happen. It was certainly a long way to go at considerable expense for what might end up being just a concert review, but I told him I was confident I could deliver something more and that he should trust me. The trip was then agreed, and myself and Man Mountain photographer Dave Hogan were booked on business class flights to Tokyo, a city I had never visited. I'd been fortunate enough to chronicle the band's shows at Knebworth, Main Road, Earl's Court, supporting U2 in San Francisco, the European opening night of the Be Here Now tour in Oslo, then Exeter 3 years previously, and a slew of other brilliant performances, but this felt different. I had put myself under incredible pressure to return with more than just a gig review and a hangover. The trip was costing more than £7,000. I rang some music industry contacts and asked where the band would most likely be based. They all agreed on the capital city's Hotel Okura. John Lennon holidayed there with Yoko not long before his death, and it was the rock star's hotel of choice. If you've been to Japan, you will know that the jet lag is particularly punishing, as brilliantly captured in the Bill Murray film Lost in Translation. We flew in and got to the hotel at around 8 p.m., bleary-eyed and knackered, but there was work to be done. We dumped our bags and headed for the bar. Liam, drummer Alan White and their entourage were all there in a corner, knocking back draft Guinness. We discreetly approached the bar and ordered a couple of pints of the black stuff ourselves. Within 5 minutes, I felt a poke in the back. "What the fucking hell are you doing here, Mohan?" Liam snarled at me. I told him we had flown in for the band's opening night at the Yokohama Arena, to cover it for our channel. "What, you've come all the way over here just to see us?" I explained that an Oasis tour is a big deal. "Come and have a beer with us," he said in a softer tone, and we joined the gang. I think he was delighted that the band still mattered to people after some criticism of their recent albums, and was chuffed we had made the effort. After a few minutes, Liam turned to me and said, "Do you want to do an interview? Have you got a tape recorder?" I tried to play it cool and said that we were fine just having a drink and relaxing. "I want to do an interview, and I want to do it here, right now," he bellowed. I couldn't believe my luck, and the jet lag wore off immediately. We sat on a sofa and talked for almost 2 hours. Nothing was off limits. Noel did most of the interviews. Liam had done them before, of course, but never for so long and so lucidly with a mainstream populist journalist like me. He talked about his marriage to Patsy Kensit, drugs, fatherhood, his relationship with his stepson, his brothers, the Beckhams, and, naturally, his music. He had just become a dad to Lennon, now 24, and couldn't stop talking about him. He revealed he'd written a song about him called Born on a Different Cloud, which was news to me and appeared on their Heathen Chemistry album 2 years later. He told me, "I realize I'm blessed. He's alive, healthy, and happy and smiles all the time. He sleeps with me in bed and I stay up all night just staring at him and realizing how lucky I am. As long as I can sing and look after him, I'm happy." This was a rare, softer side to Liam that, at this point, few had glimpsed. There was less bravado about him. It was a fantastic interview. As the chat concluded and I had to go to bed, he asked, "Do you think you'll run any of this?" I assured him we would, and within days the exclusive was splashed across the paper over several days. I was desperate for the Lewin.